Welcome to Listening Multiple Choice, Multiple Correct Answers, the introduction session. Let's go ahead and have a look at what this question type is about and what are the key things that you need to be aware of to score well in this question. So, the basics, you'll be asked 2 to 3 questions of this type in your exam. You listen to an audio and then you'll have to answer a multiple choice question based upon that audio. All right. So there'll be a 7 seconds countdown timer before which the audio will start playing, and then you have to pick more than one correct options from the options that are given to you. The 7 seconds that you have before which the audio starts playing, use that time wisely. What you can do is you can quickly have a look at the question that's being asked and also at the options. If you do that, then in your mind you know what kind of information you have to specifically listen for in the audio. All right, that helps you focus on the important stuff in the audio. So use that 7 seconds wisely. Another important thing is that this type of question, it has a negative marking. So what that means is if you pick an answer choice which is not correct, then you will lose a mark. And the minimum that you can get in this question is 0. For example, if let's say you pick 2 correct choices and 1 wrong, then you'll get +2 -1, so just one answer, 1 mark. And if you pick 1 correct and 1 wrong, then you'll get 0 in that. This is what the screen will look like. You'll have at the top the box where the audio will play. There'll be a countdown timer and a progress bar indicating how much time is left, before which the audio will start. And below that, you'll find your question, and under that, there'll be the options. So it'll be a checkbox, and you can select more than one options from there. So it tests your listening skills. The score that you go that you get, goes towards your listening score. But in some ways, it's also a test of your reading skills because you have to be able to read and understand the question correctly, and also, you have to be able to read and relate the options to what you heard in the audio. Okay, but you won't be marked for your reading based upon this question. The marks that you get, they'll be for your listening only. Okay. What are the things that we need to keep in mind to score well? Here they are. The first, as I said earlier, quickly read the question and options before the audio starts. So you know what are the parts where you need to focus, where you need to put your attention on. And that requires that you are able to understand the question properly. Okay, so be clear exactly what the question is, what you have been asked to do. The other thing is, as you are listening the audio, take some notes. Don't try to write down the whole um, don't try to write down the whole text, but some key points, I suggest that you write them down. So that could be just some words, or you can write some hints and maybe just the first few letters of a word. Anything that helps you remember what you listen to, put that in your notes. Please do not make random guesses because, as I said earlier, there is a negative marking. Okay, so whenever you pick an option, make sure that you are confident that it's a correct option. Um, Once you are looking at the options, some of those options, they'll be very clearly wrong. For example, they'll contain information which is not at all mentioned in the audio, okay, or something that just looks, logically wrong. So those kind of options you can eliminate right away. And once you have, um, finished the question and you think that you have picked all the correct options, don't be in a hurry to go to the next question. Make sure that you have also reviewed all the options before you finalize your answer, okay? Because sometimes what I've seen is that students, they'll quickly pick the first 2 options, but they have not reviewed the remaining options. So one of those options might be correct as well. So it's important that you go through all the options before you finalize your answer. All right. Uh, in the master class on reading, we have discussed in general what are some of those common mistakes or which students make while reading, and what are some of the strategies and some of the techniques that you can use in your multiple choice questions. So that will give you a lot of information, will provide you some good guidance on how to go about in the multiple choice questions, whether that is in the listening or whether it's in the reading sections. Okay, and also as you practice more, so following this introduction, you will go to the practice session. So as you practice more, we will be looking at each and every question, and then together we'll work out why the process how to go about solving these questions. Okay, so with that, I think now you're ready. So please go ahead and start practicing with set number one. All the best.